This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP Network.
Welcome to Season 4 of Rush of Fear podcast, where we chat all things Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Orlando's premier scare event. Tonight, for episode 6, we are chatting the first 2 HHN 33 announcements. So now, let the mayhem begin.
What a rush of fear.
Hello, how are you today? Welcome. This is Rush of Fear, as you know. My name is Kenneth. I am your host today, and I can't do this alone, and I am joined by my 2 cohorts, Michelle.
Hi.
And Maddy.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Yes, it is a good morning, isn't it?
It is morning. That
Yes.
is, yeah.
Yeah. So we were surprised this morning as we're trying to set up to record with a second announcement that we didn't know was happening.
That's so exciting and fortuitous. I love it.
Yeah, we were getting all set up to record the episode for the first announcement, and now we get to record one for 2.
Yay.
Because they announced it, under an hour ago?
Yeah, I would say probably 30 minutes ago. Michelle and I were just chit-chatting, and all of a sudden I'm scrolling Twitter, and I refresh, and just magically there is a announcement from Horror Nights, and I was like, oh my God, I have to update the script.
Yeah. They posted it at 10:33 a.m. and it's now 11:30. So yeah, it was just under an hour.
So we better be the first HHN podcast to air this announcement.
Oh yeah. Sure. Hopefully this episode comes out very quickly.
Yeah, it will. I got it.
I'm so excited to talk about this. Can we get going?
Yeah.
Let's just get into it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Tell us, Michelle.
I've been dying to talk to my HHN people about this announcement, so it's just killing me. All right. So on the 17th, which was Friday, right? Yeah, Friday, we got an announcement. It was seen first, I guess, by Twitter, that our first house is going to be Slaughter Cinema 2. Oh my God. I cannot wait.
Well, the announcement was made first at Spooky Empire, which is a convention here in Orlando that Horror Nights does a panel at. And this is the first time they ever announced a house at Spooky Empire or at any live event.
Yeah.
So it was very
cool.
Unusual and different, but that's where it happened.
So Spooky Empire announced it first, and then Universal dropped all of their stuff?
Well, Universal Horror Nights announced it at Spooky Empire at their live panel, and then after they did that, then the Horror Nights accounts posted about it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
That's cool.
because the one Spooky Empire that I went to, the very first year that they ever did an HHN panel, they didn't announce a house, but they gave us more details about a house that had already been announced. So it was a little bit different. We got a huge inside peek to the Universal Monsters house for that year for both Hollywood and for Universal. They were showing us pictures inside the house and the storyline. But this one was actually just fully announced at the convention. No one had any idea going into it. So it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so let me read the little blurb that Universal put out about the house. It says, if you're dying for a B-movie horror marathon, head to the Cary Drive-In. Scream through scenes from creature features, grindhouse gore, spaghetti westerns, and more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Slaughter Cinema 2 is a direct sequel haunted house to the 2018 Slaughter Cinema original house. This house will showcase 8 different B movies. Just so you guys know, the original Slaughter Cinema B movies were The Foul Fists of Dr. Faustus, Sorority Sacrifice, Devil Dogs, Pumpkin Guts, Shitty's Kids, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yep.
The Cult of the Beast Baby, Amazon Cannibals from Planet Hell, Barber Chop, Midnight Snack 2, The House Swarming, and Attack of the Swamp Yeti.
This is big.
Yeah.
This is so freaking cool.
This has been on my wish list since the first house. It's like the most perfect house to keep doing installments of, because you can always keep coming up with new ridiculous B-movie ideas to turn into just a single room. I feel like this is a good house for, like, if ever they come up with concepts for houses where they're like, I don't think there's enough there to do a whole house, they can be like, okay, well, it can be one room in Slaughter Cinema, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, I'm super excited, and I know everybody probably gets sick of me saying this, but like the first iteration of Slaughter Cinema, even though it was silly, and I feel stupid for saying this now, but my eyes were closed. Like I really didn't look at very much of it. And I'm so sad because everything I hear from everybody is how amazing it is. And so if I could do that again with the current me, like I would have loved it so much more. So I'm happy that I get to do like a second version of it. So pumped.
Yeah.
Like a redo.
Yes, I get my chance to do it again. Although I still want to see the baby's room again, the Cult of the Beast Baby. I so wish I could have seen that again.
It was so
Yeah.
silly, but so funny at the same time. I loved it. Yeah.
That's why I loved this house, is because it was very silly. It was just fun. It had some pretty good scares in it, even though it was like a funny house.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, what's the most ridiculous stuff we can think of, and build just like one or two perfect rooms on that idea.
Yeah. It honestly, it was perfect. Like there was, I have nothing else to say because it was one of my absolute favorite houses from that year, but also I think my couple of years at HHN overall. It was funny and it was scary and I loved it. It was just perfect. Yeah.
The only thing that I really remember is the entrance, walking up to it, and the overwhelming smell of buttered popcorn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was so cool. It was so cool.
We also, at Spooky Empire, when they announced the house, they brought out a scare actor that we're most likely going to see in the maze. So like in the Slaughter Cinema house, one of the B movies is going to revolve around this punk rock skeleton face with a pink and purple mohawk and a leather jacket scare actor, which somehow also relates to the merchandise that they've put out, ? So
I mean,
I don't know, it could be cool.
It does feel like that thing is why all of the merchandise looks the way it does.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he looks.
Well, I wasn't a fan of the original merchandise that came out, but the stuff that we just saw come out, I really actually do like.
You like the new design better?
I do, yeah.
Oh, see, I think the new design is worse. I like it less, but
nope, I like it more.
Okay.
To each their own.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Slaughter Cinema is a house that I did after I started keeping count of how many times I went through houses, which I think I started counting in 2016. And Slaughter Cinema is the house I have visited the most of any Horror Nights house. I did it 38 times.
Really?
Yeah. So we'll see if I can beat that record on Slaughter Cinema 2.
I think you can.
I'm trying right now to see if there's like a particular movie that features that type of character.
What do you mean?
Okay, so I am like currently going through all of the dang horror movies that ever were to exist, and there's so many crazy ones. So I'm seeing if there's like an actual movie that this character was based on, or
Oh,
if
I
it was
see.
totally made up.
Most of the time, they're totally made up. Like all the ones
Yeah.
from the original house were all made up and so silly. Like the Shitty's Kids one was funny.
Yeah, that was
The
great.
Midnight Snack 2 with all the little puffy guys with big teeth were so cute.
Yeah.
I wished,
and then the giant one, falafel.
yeah. And then the Amazon Cannibals from Planet Hell, I think, was also really cool. And I wish, like, they have done more with the Swamp Yeti. The Swamp Yeti was such a huge part of that house, and they've extended that storyline now twice, which is really fun. And I wish that they would do that
Yes.
for some of these others. Like Sorority Sacrifice, I think, could be its own house. Just from
Yeah, I agree.
100%. I don't know about some of the others, but that one definitely could have been an entire house on its own.
For sure.
But I'm so excited. And like spaghetti westerns, that's going to be really cool.
It feels like they're going more into the like Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Because the original house reminded me very much of Grindhouse, which was the Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez double feature, where it was Planet Terror by Robert Rodriguez and Death Proof by Quentin Tarantino. And then before and in between the two movies of the double feature were a bunch of fake trailers by other directors like Edgar Wright and Eli Roth and Rob Zombie. And they all just made like fake trailers to play in this double feature. And they're all as ridiculous as what we then later saw in Slaughter Cinema. And it just feels like they're taking that idea and being like, yeah, let's do that as a haunted house. And it's so fun.
So I'm gonna dumb myself down real fast and let everybody know that I had to look up what a spaghetti western is. So for those of you who might be like me and not know what a spaghetti western is, it's those like silly westerns, but they're made like by Italian producers, hence spaghetti.
Yeah.
Right? Is that the best way to describe it? Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Italian-made cowboy movies that have a very like grindhouse, like B-movie type vibe to them. They're a little bit more over the top, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to translate to scary, but I'm here for it.
Who knows? I'm excited. But the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Leonardo DiCaprio, he was filming a spaghetti western in that movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that was
Well,
in that movie, the show that he's on was a real show.
Yeah.
He's playing a day player on an actual show that really existed. So I don't know if it was Italian made because that was made in Hollywood.
One of the other movies I think that he's in that, like one of the other films that he's in that movie, I think is a spaghetti western. Because I remember them talking about it. Because he went to Italy, and that's how he got married to that one lady that came back.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I watched that movie for another time very, very recently, which I think is why it's in my head. Because normally I would not have that many details on a movie. Knowing me. I'm bad at that.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie since I saw it in the theater. I didn't particularly enjoy it, but we won't get into it here. I think that Quentin Tarantino has a lot of better movies than that one. But anyway, can't wait for Slaughter Cinema 2.
Mm-hmm. Very excited.
I am so freaking excited.
Yeah.
Anything else to say about this one?
Pumped.
I wish we had more details because I'm dying to know more about it, but
yeah,
we'll have to wait.
And this is,
I wonder if we'll get any announcement of like the movies that are in it.
Yeah, hopefully. I miss when they used to do the like videos for the house announcements. That stopped, I want to say, in like HHN 29. But the little like tiny
Yeah.
movies that they would do for each announcement was always so cool. And for the Slaughter Cinema announcement for 2018, it was a cute little movie. And I think you got like a glimpse at least one or two of the movies that were going to be inside the house. But would have been fun.
Yeah.
Would have been fun.
Yeah.
This was the
would
first
love for
time
that.
that we've had an original house announced first since when? 2018?
Are you looking at the announcement matrix?
I think, yeah, I am. I think oh no, 2022 Legends Collide was announced first. And I guess technically you can consider that an original.
Yeah, I think it's kind of both. Universal considers that an IP, but I guess it just depends how you want to look at it.
Yeah.
So then,
So-
probably 2018.
So I'm looking at the Halloween Horror Nights fandom.com, the HHN wiki, and about this house because they've already got it up. And so the B movie that character is from is called Heavy Metal Hell 3D.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what if it's a 3D house?
Ooh. Some of the trivia it mentions in this is the house will have 8 new B movies. One of the films in the house is called Heavy Metal Hell 3D, featuring a neon pink mohawk skeletal metal character. And then it also says the house will call back to some things from the first Slaughter Cinema haunted house from HHN 28.
Cool.
Nice. I'm looking back and I'm already at 2016, and all of these years an IP was announced first.
Yeah, well, it's the normal way to usually do it because it's the way to get
Yeah.
It's a way to get newbies.
more.
Yeah,
exactly. Like the people who are not the diehard Horror Nights fans who prefer the originals, they're always going to be like, "Ooh, what movies are going to be there?"
Yeah.
Right.
So this is a really interesting year that we have 2 announcements now, and both of them are originals.
Mm-hmm.
Well, last year there were only 4 IP houses, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. And even if that was true, that they were like, okay, not as many IPs this year, so that we can save on licensing budget, that wouldn't mean that you couldn't still announce an IP first or second.
That's true. I mean, that
So,
is true.
Right. So it's very interesting.
It is interesting.
It's not bad. I love it.
I mean, we can confirm, I can't say how, but we can confirm that the scare zones last year, the budget was greatly decreased because of Epic. So the scare zones last year were subpar, which I felt. I know a lot of people love some of the scare zones, but I felt a difference. And that has been confirmed that budget was slashed, and that they will continue that process for this year and possibly even next year until they start recouping some of their expenses from Epic. We shall see.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
That being said, if they're cutting back their budget for IP, what do you guys think would be their investment? Like, what IPs out there right now do you think that they would use if they're having to limit it?
Ghostbusters.
Oh, that is coming out.
It is
Out.
highly rumored.
Yeah.
I would think that if that was the case, that they would go with more in-house IPs, like Universal movies, and not. I mean, Ghostbusters is not a Universal movie and never has been. But I guess that's the one where they would be willing to splurge. And then I would think everything else, if you were trying to save money, you'd be like, all right, well, let's use our own movies because it might cost less. I don't know if that's actually true, but it seems
make sense.
reasonable.
Yeah.
What about Last of Us? You think they're not going to do a Last of Us 2 this year?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. They don't often go back-to-back years on anything.
Yeah. And as much as I want it, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know if it did as well as they hoped it would last year, which is so sad because it was so good. And there's so many other movies that they can do, and they can go back in their archive. Like if there's nothing out now or that's come out recently that kind of like scratches that itch, they can just go back and do horror movies that they haven't done in a really long time, like Nightmare on Elm Street. That would be really cool. I'd love to see it. Or Friday the 13th. Like there's so much in their docket that they could do for the first time that they've never done before, or redo with the current like effects and set design that we have nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The only times I can think of in recent memory that they've done the same IP back-to-back years is if they were turning it from a scare zone into a house.
Yeah.
Like Killer Clowns and Trick or Treat were back-to-back years, but it was scare zone first and then a house the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they like to give at least a 1 year break in between doing the next iteration.
Right. Isn't there a new, is it a Conjuring movie that's coming out this year, or an Insidious movie?
An Insidious movie did come out last year, I think. The Red Door. I didn't see it.
It was okay.
Yeah, I saw it. It wasn't very good. But I thought there was another one coming out. Maybe it's a Conjuring movie.
I wish there was a Conjuring movie coming out. There's one called Abigail that just came out that people are...
Oh, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I need to go see it. Abigail came out. Lisa Frankenstein came out. Ghostbusters came out.
Immaculate.
Oh, Immaculate.
Imaginary.
Is that
Imaginary, which is a Blumhouse one.
Oh, yeah. I keep getting confused because there's 2 Imaginary Friends movies out right now. One is scary and one is kid-friendly. So...
Yeah. The kid-friendly one is called If.
Yeah.
And Imaginary was pretty silly, even though it was a horror movie. It was kind of like a little bit more mature version of a Goosebumps story.
Nice.
It was pretty stupid, but it was fun. It was all right.
So question, guys. Ghostbusters or Beetlejuice? Because the new Beetlejuice movie is coming out in September, the beginning of September.
Is the question, what do we think will be, or what would we rather see?
Both. So what do you think will be?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
And what would you rather?
I think
that's hard to say without seeing the second Beetlejuice movie.
Yeah, that's my same answer.
Without having seen it.
Beetlejuice. I mean, but it's still Beetlejuice.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I think I would rather have the Beetlejuice. Although I wasn't a big fan of the first Beetlejuice house, but...
The first Beetlejuice house, I think, was going to be really good. It was just the COVID restrictions lessened it, which is not to anyone's default. We needed to have those COVID restrictions. It's just, I think that what we had and what we could have had would have been so good if it wasn't for an unfortunate global pandemic.
Plexiglass.
Yeah. Plexiglass,
I
lessened
agree. Which is
scare
probably why I'd
actors.
like to see it. It's why I'd like to see it again, like a new one.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, maybe they will. Maybe next year after the movie comes out.
Yeah, could be.
I think it's pretty safe to say one of the IPs is going to be A Quiet Place. Like, all the rumors are pointing to that in so many different
And you know what?
ways.
I am very confused, but I know that we need to talk about the second announcement. But since we haven't really all been together to chat the media that has been posted, the difference in the merchandise that they've put out versus these 2 houses that they've announced versus the weird underground at Universal videos and reels and things. I am very confused as to this year's
that sewer creature.
Yeah, what is the theme this year? Because I'm lost. It's not a bad thing.
I don't know, but it got me so excited because I was like, yes, give me an It house, please.
Yeah,
please.
or just any, is it a new icon? Is it, I'm confused, and I'm trying not to like be negative about it because I really don't have any negative feelings towards any of the things that we've gotten so far. It's just
total
everything
confusion.
is so different in its overall aesthetic and theme that I'm lost.
It feels like the marketing team, the art and design team that creates the houses or designs the houses, and then the merchandising team are all just doing their own thing without checking with each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Which like could be cool once we get a final, you know, all 10 houses, all 5 scare zones, and like an overall theme for the event. Like maybe it'll all make sense later on. But it's just funny how it's all so incredibly different at the moment.
Maybe that sewer monster is made up of those weird IP-themed energy drinks that they sell at Hot Topic. And so someone poured all of those down the sewer grate, and it created this monster that loves neon and skulls.
Yeah.
And
B movies,
punk rock, but not Warped Tour, because that's not what Warped Tour looked like. But you know,
yeah,
good job getting there. Yeah,
it is interesting. And then like the weird one-eyed monster with giant teeth in the reflection of the universal arches. Like what?
Yeah, I love it.
What is that? Yes. It's so funny. I love it's.
Well, I mean, it's cool. I love these really cryptic messages. I like it, but what I don't understand is like the sequencing. So they did that to kind of be a teaser, but surely that has absolutely nothing to do with Slaughter Cinema. So you would think that they'd like do a teaser and then make an announcement that's related to that, where you're like, oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
but nope, it's still just teasing us. So
yeah. It's a different playbook that they're using this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, before we move on to the next announcement, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
I wish to go to Universal.
Right, off you go. We'll beat to the edge of the Forbidden Forest.
Where can our vacation wizards take you? Just tap the port key at portkeyvacations.com and let the magic begin.
Anyway, should we get into the second house that was announced just this morning?
Yes.
So just now, on the 20th, which is the day we're recording now, they announced a new haunted house, an original called Goblin's Feast. And the post that came with it says, "Welcome to the Goblin's Feast Tavern, and visit the Goblin Village, where a lavish feast is being prepared for goblins, orcs, hobgoblins, and witches, and you're the main course."
Mm-hmm. It's giving. Oh gosh, what was that house in HHN 31?
Wicked Growth.
Yeah, it's giving Wicked Growth. It's giving D&D. It's giving
Dueling Dragons.
Yeah, Dueling Dragons. Just spooky. I love it.
Were there goblins and dueling dragons?
No.
No.
I think maybe they were ogres.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Okay.
What is an ogre but a bigger goblin?
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know about this one. I really don't know how to feel about it.
I think it's going to be...
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I think it's going to be gory. Like just body parts and intestines and blood and all over dinner tables, and like the scene from the live action Scooby-Doo movie where Scooby and Shaggy go into that haunted house and there's the dinner table with all the intestines that come to life, but with a lot more blood.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I hope we get a trigger that's a reference to the scene in the movie Trolls 2. Troll 2, which is not a movie that has trolls in it, but it has goblins in it. And there's that one kid with the glasses that says, "They're eating her, and then they're going to eat me." Oh my God. If we don't get that in this house, or some version of that, some reference to that, we're dropping the ball. Like, you got to put that in there.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I mean, I like gory. I like gory houses. So if that's true, that's awesome.
Yeah.
My imagination cannot fathom this house. Like, it can't create it in my head. So I don't know. But that's not saying anything, because Blood Moon last year, I said the same thing. I was like, I don't know how to feel about it. I can't picture it. And Blood Moon ended up being like my favorite. It was amazing. So
the best house ever.
Oh, I can easily picture this, just based on things like Wicked Growth and Dueling Dragons, like we already said, but also just like Scary Tales. And I like this like fantasy avenue that they have been going down a little bit more and more. Because it is a good way to make sure that the houses feel different from each other. Like, look at the two we've gotten. We've got B-movie, Grindhouse, Slaughter Cinema, and then we've got fantasy, probably gory. I agree that I think that's the way that they're going to go with this one. Like, they're already both so different from each other. So I think we're setting up a nice, diverse lineup of houses. And I can just see and feel like the color palette and the kinds of sounds and like vibes that this house is going to include based on things that we've seen in the past.
I forgot about Scary Tales. Very much a Scary Tales vibe. Scary Tales with Wicked Growth.
Like the Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah. Or even the
Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, just fantasy, or like the second half of the Flapper Witch House that I can't remember the name of.
Oh, sure.
Coven.
Yeah.
Coven.
Spirits of the Coven.
Like,
I was thinking, I was like, I hope that the witches look better than the Coven witches.
Yeah. But I think it's really fun. Very like, cabin, little like snuggly gut duckling from Rapunzel, just kind of like a little tavern in the woods, but it's run by it's very D&D. It's very, we have to stop at this tavern and something's probably going to happen, but we don't know what it is yet. All right, roll for initiative.
Yeah, how fun would it be to like come up with the storyline for a house by playing a D&D campaign?
Kenneth.
And they're like, whatever happens in this game is going to be what happens in the house.
Kenneth, I have an idea for the next off season.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That'll be an in-person. We'll do an in-person recording on some time when Michelle is visiting for work. We'll carve out some time to get together and play a game of house design D&D.
Yes.
That we'll have to also get the Talk With Your Mouth Full fam over here as well, because they have a D&D campaign that they play. That is fantastic.
Perfect, because I've never played D&D.
I haven't either, but I want to.
Okay, so we do need one of them to be our dungeon master and then kind of guide us through.
Oh wow.
This is gonna be cool.
Hear me out. We rent a suite at like the cheapest suite we can get on site. And we do like a live recording with this D&D idea. Let's do it.
Okay.
That would be great.
Like an all-day campaign.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. Okay. This is amazing.
Love it.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll write a proposal up. I'm so excited.
How we got there, I don't remember, but yes, let's do it.
That's okay. It is what it is.
So you said duckling, and I know you're talking about the snuggly duckling, but you said duckling, and it reminded me of our history episode that we did last time. Wasn't there one of the houses that said something about there was a creature in a bathtub with like the ducklings, the rubber duckies?
It was the 3 Men in a Tub rhyme. In that
the 3 Men, that's what it was.
The superstition house or whatever it was called. Yeah.
That's funny.
Goodness.
Okay.
Well, two announcements 3 days apart in the month of May. Nope. Yeah, we're in May still.
Yep.
I don't know what day it is. Looking at Mr. Gary Pounds' little list here, this year's going to be interesting as far as announcements goes. I think it's going to be a year that is not going to be very normal, and I'm excited. We're on our toes.
Yeah. This year, Universal has more going on
So much.
than usual with DreamWorks Land and the summer parade and the new Lagoon show and the Epic Universe announcements. It's just like everything is going to be a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When does DreamWorks Land officially open? It's in media previews right now, correct?
They did a media preview. Now it's in team member previews, and the official opening date is June 14th.
June 14th. Okay. Got it.
June 14th is the official opening date for DreamWorks Land, the Sensational Lagoon show, and the Hogwarts Always Castle show.
Oh, wow.
And then July 3rd is the opening date for the Mega Movie Parade.
Dang.
Yeah. I'll be in town June 19th through the 23rd.
All right, get those D&D dice warmed up.
Well, I'll have my family with me, so
Yeah, that's gonna have to
I'll fly
be...
in just for that, dude.
I know. That's gonna need to be... We're gonna have to work on that. Because I've also never officially done a campaign. I've only done like the beginnings of it, and then it kind of fell apart. But I'll have to definitely do my research and bring it to the experts that I know for
It'll
how
have to
we
be a
might do it.
post HHN project. For
Oh
sure.
yeah, next off season.
Yeah. Like February.
Yeah, amazing. Well, do we have anything else HHN related to chat about? We chat about it. That was not proper English. We talked about the merch. We have new merch. Very exciting. It's just one t-shirt though. They still are selling the old t-shirt and the old hat and the old coffee cup. But now they're selling a second t-shirt. We have 2 house announcements, a bunch of interesting teasers for something online. And I think that's it. I think we're caught up.
I think so. I just want to say that I just went to California earlier this month and went to Universal Hollywood, Disneyland, Disney California Adventure. And I started using this app called Log Ride, where you can keep track of what rides and attractions and shows that you've done. And you can keep track of how many times you've done them.
That's so fun.
And this app, which for most things, it would be impossible for me to accurately say how many times I've done them because I didn't start using this app until right before that trip. So how many times have I ridden The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man at Islands of Adventure? It's impossible to say. I would never be able to guess for any ride at Universal. Or Walt Disney World. Like, who knows? It's just countless. Right. But it also includes Halloween Horror Nights and haunts.
Nice.
Haunt attractions. And so I went through from my first year that I went to Halloween Horror Nights all the way up to now and just logged every house that I walked through and every scare zone that I walked through, which scare zone is easy. If I went that year, then I saw every scare zone. But the houses, like there are years where I only did a few, like in the early years when I was still scared of everything. So after logging all of these houses, I have done 141 Halloween Horror Nights houses throughout my time.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
From 2005 to now.
I'm downloading the app right now.
I am too.
Oh, it's fun. And like when you're in a park, you can do like trip reports. So like the whole time we were in California at the parks, every time we did something, I'd pull out the app and say, logged that one, just did a ride on that, or just did this experience. And so like I have a little log of everything I did on the 3 theme park days that we had. in California just now.
That's so fun.
And I will do that from now on every time I visit a park.
That's so cool.
Or Halloween Horror Nights.
Nice.
But yeah, 141 haunted houses visited at Horror Nights specifically. Actually, no. That's anywhere. That includes Hallow Scream and like Sir Henry and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I wonder if there's a way to see specifically Horror Nights how many I've done. But anyway, I think that's cool.
That is cool.
That is very cool.
That's a good way to track it.
Yeah, there's no way to like sort within Horror Nights, like separate out houses and scare zones. Anyway, just thought I'd
Just thought you'd derail us there for a second.
just thought I'd share that little stat.
It was a good share.
That's very cool.
I
I'm
like
gonna have to
it.
look into that.
Mm-hmm. All right, before we go, there is a new little thing that I would love to start doing for our episodes. Our UUOP network hosts have done this quite often throughout the past couple of years, but we're trying to get some listener submissions, and we would love it if you could send us a little voice recording with the answers to these 3 questions. The first question is, what is your overall favorite HHN house? What is your favorite overall scare zone? And then what is your favorite moment from any time you've been to HHN? Just one moment. So what our kind of idea is with the favorite house and the favorite scare zone, we're going to get a total tally of everybody. We're going to set a date for the end of this submission period and try and get an overall average of the listener favorite house and the listener favorite scare zone based on everyone who submits. And then for the favorite moment overall, we're going to start adding those moments to the end of our episode. So at the end of each Rush of Fear episode, we're going to get a listener submission, just kind of letting us know about their favorite moment that they've ever had at HHN. Just like as a cute little add-in for our episodes. I think it would be really fun to have. Yeah.
And where can people send those recordings?
They can send those recordings to our email address, which is rushoffear21@gmail.com. And that email address has always been in the bio for each one of our episodes. So if you go into like the bio for every episode, whether you're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever it might be, you'll see that email in there. And then it's also connected to our Instagram account as well. So you can just go to our Instagram bio, click send email, and then send us that recording. However you do your recordings, most phones have a recording in-phone app that you can just use. So we would love it if y'all could send us those. And if you see us like in the park at all, maybe we can help you record it there, whatever it might be. If you have any questions, just let us know either through email or through Instagram. And we're gonna figure out an end date for you. Most likely it won't be until after this season's HHN ends, just in case you want to change your favorite house to something this year. But all of that information is shortly going to be posted on our social media accounts. So we'll have a flyer up there with all the information that I just gave and all the ways that you can contact us. So yeah, just a little project for our listeners to be involved in our episodes. Yay.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah. Thanks.
Do we answer those questions ourselves?
I think we should. I think we should be part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to think about it.
I know, that's why I haven't
sure.
done mine yet, because I have to think about it.
That's funny. So I also have another listener submission opportunity for everybody. If anybody has listened to the most recent episodes of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, or UUOP, you will have noticed that there is a new Port Key Vacations commercial out, and it's very cute and sweet and to the point. And the reason I changed it is because I want our listeners to be able to be involved actually in my commercials for this year. So basically, in the commercial, and as you've noticed, Port Key Vacation, although we definitely are the experts in all things Universal, HHN, and yes, even Disney, our agents are actually able to help people go all over the world. And cross off those bucket list items. So with that in mind, we're giving our listeners a chance to be featured in our commercials, and they will be aired on both of our podcasts. So like you heard in the current commercial, my daughter Krissa and her friend Lucy, all you need to do is record yourself and your family if you want, using the phrase, "I wish to go to," and then fill in the blank. It can be anywhere in the world. And then you send that recording to podcast@uuopodcast.com. And our trusty podfather, Lee, is going to turn your submission into our next ad. So please get creative. Let us know what those bucket list items are. And believe it or not, we can vacation in places other than Universal. So this is...
But why would you?
But I know. But you can.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, it's a super sweet. I mean, like literally it takes 2 seconds to record that one sentence and send it in to us. And again, that goes over to the UUOP email address because Lee is the one that's editing those ads for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got 2 chances now
Heck
to
yeah.
submit and get involved with the podcast and hear yourself speak.
Yeah.
So cool.
All of that information for both our listener submission and Michelle's listener submission will be posted on our social media and in the bio for this episode and all upcoming episodes. And once again, if you have any questions about either one of those submissions, just go find us on Instagram, go find UUOP Network on Instagram, or Michelle at Port Key Vacations Instagram, and let us know if you have any issues, and we'll try and help you out. Yay.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I love when listeners get involved.
Yeah.
And it creates a community, and over at UUOP, our Producers Club community is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So I would love to see Rush of Fear create a similar community.
Yeah. Like lick your stick, or which Lou gets your poo. All of those are just so funny. Every time UUOP does a new one, I'm like, oh man.
That's hilarious.
Goodness gracious.
We've got some very talented listeners who help us, with all those jingles and everything for that stuff. So.
Yeah. A good time.
Very cool.
That's
Yay.
awesome. All right. Well, I think that will do it for this episode. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We hope to get your submissions for those audio segments, and we hope to see you soon in the fog. But until next time, I guess now it's going to be more than once a month because we'll just go whenever announcements come out.
Yep.
In addition to our monthly 13th episodes. Until then, for more content, be sure to check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/rushoffear and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at rushoffearpod.
Yeah. For more general Universal Orlando Resort news, check out our friends and UUOP Network hosts over at the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, wherever podcasts can be found. And we also want to ask you to check out the network's other podcasts. There's the Taste of Universal podcast, where you have a bunch of foodies talking about all the delicious yums at Universal. And then we have the Theme Park Duo, who is established over in California, and they give us a lot of our Universal Hollywood information. Just a lovely little community that we've created out of all of our podcasts here. So check out the UOP, check out the Taste of Universal, and also be sure to check out the Theme Park Duo.
And Theme Park Duo actually does a lot about all the West Coast parks. Like I've listened to episodes that they've done about Knott's Berry Farm and Six Flags Magic Mountain, like everything over there. So it's a lot broader.
Oh yeah,
nice people. And then also be sure to check out Kenneth's band Pangolin everywhere you listen to music online. Follow them on social media at Pangolin FL. Kenneth, you got any shows coming up?
Nope. We're just going to focus on finishing this album. We're almost done, so we can get it out this summer and get it out to everybody.
Yay! Sounds good. Cool. Awesome. So then also last request, if you leave a nice review for us, we would really appreciate it. And you can do that on whatever podcast platform you are using. It really helps us out. And like we said before, we just really love hearing from you guys. So I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for listening, everyone. The podcast has come to an end, so get out.
Bye.